Hello guys! So today this is a 1 week usage review of the PebbleBee. So after about 1 week of usage of the PebbleBee, I discovered first of all that this button here on the PebbleBee can actually work if you press about 5 seconds on it as a deep sleep mode. For some reason, sometimes I'm not really sure when it's on and when it's off. Basically, when you press and hold 5 seconds and it beeps twice, it should go on. And when you press on it for about 5 seconds and it beeps only once, it should go for sleep, like now. Yeah, here you see it. It disappeared. Although it still can somehow... Yeah, you see? For some reason, I don't know why, it's not very understandable what does it do when it's in that deep sleep mode or when it's not. Anyway, as I said, after 1 week usage, I noticed a few, let's say, bugs or unexpected things. Sometimes it show one of the bars here not on, while the PebbleBee itself is pretty close to the phone. I'm not sure why. It doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes. Might be because I tried it pretty close to my router. Maybe that was the reason. Anyway, one of the things, when you actually close the app and you press on the button, for example, to find your phone, for example, it doesn't work. I would expect the app to work pretty much the same as, for example, WhatsApp and apps like that work in the background, but it seems that when you swipe away your PebbleBee app, it just shuts it off for good. Again, when you turn it back on, you'll probably see it now. It does discover it pretty fast this time, although it doesn't happen all the time. But it's still not marked as green. And in a few seconds it might show the pair device pop-up of the Bluetooth of the phone. If I refresh it, probably it will show it. In this mode, while it's not marked in green, you cannot actually use it. For example, if I'll press the button, nothing will happen. Let's try to enter. I don't know, it sometimes takes really long time. Here you can see the circle itself isn't green. It has to be green and show you the battery status here of the PebbleBee. And okay, now it's green. Sometimes it does show you the pair device if you want to pair or cancel it. And it shows it only for about a second, so if you are not quick enough, you won't be able to use it unless it will show it again or pair it itself somehow. Now it will probably work, and it doesn't. I pressed on the button and it doesn't do anything. Let's try from here. Nothing. So this is one of the bugs that happens from time to time. Let's try to... I don't know, I just went back to the first menu and refreshed it. As you can see, it lost it. Here it is, pair. So if I wouldn't... Here it is. Now, for some reason, it works. Funny thing that it just started ringing. Now, not all the time I can understand when it's exactly working or not. From time to time, when I enter the PebbleBee app and, for example, I lost my keys now, let's say I lost them, and I know that they're in the house. So let's say I launch the PebbleBee app, enable the Bluetooth, of course, first of all, and start searching. So for some reason, sometimes it takes really long, about 5 minutes, just to receiving some data from the PebbleBee itself. I'm not really sure why it happens, but it does. Yeah, for example, now it is working, as you can see. What I do have to say that it works pretty nice when it works. Sorry, that's not what I wanted. But yeah, the connection sometimes takes really long, and I wouldn't really use it that much when I'm in the airport, for example, waiting for my luggage, because I probably would miss it. Yeah, that doesn't seem that reliable. Now my hope is that the Hornet version will be actually better. Another thing that I noticed, for example, if the PebbleBee in another room, now this house is with concrete walls, but as far as I know, Bluetooth works even behind concrete walls. Of course, it does make the range smaller, but it still works pretty well. I wouldn't say that it worked that well when the PebbleBee is in another room. Another thing to note is when I, for example, choose here in the settings to alarm me on the phone when the PebbleBee is out of range or something, it takes pretty long time till it does sound the alarm. Sometimes it doesn't sound it at all for some reason. For example, I left the PebbleBee here and went down with my dog with the phone. I think only when I was downstairs, and trust me, it lost the connection far before that. Only when I was downstairs it started alerting me on the phone. So yeah, there are some bugs. I hope that they can fix it with software updates or stuff like that. And I hope the Hornet and the Dragon versions will work much better. So again, for example, let me just show you an example. Now it works, as you can see. You can search for phone, and if I close the app, if I would close now the WhatsApp like this, WhatsApp would still work, but PebbleBee, nothing, doesn't work. So yeah, I'm pretty disappointed only for this thing. Only for that thing, I'm really disappointed. The other stuff is not that important. I mean, it would be better if you could start the app and find the PebbleBee much quicker, of course. But this one, okay, you see that? I think PebbleBee just noticed that the phone is not there. So yeah, I don't know, it's not that understandable all the time. Another thing that I would maybe think of, a new feature maybe for, I don't know, for future PebbleBees, is blinking it with different lights, or making more than one LED, for example, which would be great if you, for example, put your PebbleBee on your desk, for example, and your phone away, and if you receive a notification on your phone, for example, for WhatsApp, it would blink in a different color, for example. Another cool thing that I might think of is maybe vibration. Nah, that will probably kill the battery. Actually, maybe LED will kill, maybe multiple LED colors will kill it as well. So yeah, that's it after 1 week usage. I still like the product, but it's not what I really expected. Again, I think that they can fix most of it with software updates. That's it, guys, for today. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you didn't. As always, share the channel with your friends so they will know all those stuff as well. Subscribe to my channel so you will be able to receive the updates. Don't forget in the subscription to mark the V to actually receive the updates. And that's it, guys. See you in the next one.